Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Thursday the 10th of November 2022. In today's Millwall news, a reminder, Rugby for Heroes, the charity match that is taking place at the Den tomorrow, Friday the 11th of November, 7:45 p.m. kickoff. It's a charity match in aid of a soldiers charity and the world of rugby versus the world of football, playing a football game. This is the reverse of the game at Gloucester Rugby Club where it was the world of rugby and the world of football playing rugby. So now they're playing football. It's at the Den tomorrow. Tickets are £10 and kids tickets as well. There's all kinds of people going to be there, and some you will definitely know, some you might not know. But yes, if you are interested, get down there and support events like this at Millwall, so we can encourage other events to come down to the Den and we can all enjoy them. So, moving on now to this from southernnews.co.uk. Millwall boss keen to avoid contract chaos. The Lions have a number of players who are out of contract at the end of the season. Millwall are hoping to secure their first team players' immediate futures before the end of the season. However, manager Gary Rowett said that the situation will vary from player to player, with a large number of the squad in the final year of their current contracts. Yes, and what does that mean? Well, that means that from January, someday in January, it might be 1st of January, I'm not too sure. I think it's technically when they have 6 months left on their contract. Because obviously, they complained at the time, many years ago, that they were unable. It wasn't fair that they couldn't talk to other clubs, like tapping up, until their contracts had run out. And they're like, this is kind of nonsense. Why can't I look for another job if I know that I'm not going to get a job in 6 months' time? So they made the compromise and said, okay, when your contract has run down to 6 months, you and your agent and your agency or whatever are allowed to talk to other clubs about what you're going to do in 6 months' time when your current contract runs out. So all of our Millwall players who are out of contract next summer, from sometime in January, can start talking to other clubs about maybe leaving Millwall in the summer. So here we go. The likes of Sean Hutchinson, Jake Cooper, Bartosz Biakowski, Benek Afobe and Andras Vogelsammer are all free to leave at the end of the current campaign. They are unable to agree terms. However, the Lions have already moved fast to keep players such as Danny McMahon, Billy Mitchell and Murray Wallace, all of whom signed new deals early in this season. Didn't Sean Hutchinson sign a new deal as well? Pretty sure he did. I think we take each player case by case, Rowett told President. Some players you want to tie down early, others may be a bit older, so you want to wait and see where the squad is at and that player is at in terms of play time and their impact on the group. There's many different reasons and many different ways of doing it. I think as a club we always try to sit down and be sensible around that. Of course, the financial side of it I tend to leave that to Alex and Steve, but we all sit down and try to make good decisions on what we think should happen to those individuals. So yeah, just a little reminder that you could see, I guess you could see certain players maybe suddenly playing well for some reason. You think, whoa, what's happening in here? He's really changed his tune. He's playing really well. And what's happening is in the background, obviously his agent's talking to another club, and they're watching him, and he's got to perform to get that contract. So be aware of that. Now moving on to London News Online, South London Press. Millwall boss Gary Rowett impressed by Preston North defensive steel. I bet he is. I bet he is, because they barely scored any goals, but they won a lot of points. And I think that's Gary Rowett's blueprint, and he would love it if Millwall could do that. So Millwall manager Gary Rowett reckons that Saturday's opponents, Preston North End, are firmly in Championship playoff contention. Ryan Lowe's side were in the top 6 before Tuesday night fixtures pumped them down to 7th. Preston have conceded just 16 goals in their opening 20 league matches, also scoring the same amounts. They have the best defensive record in England's second tier, but are the lowest scorers. Teams like ourselves and Preston, you've got to do certain things outstanding well to get in the mix, Rowett told the Southamptons. What they've done really well so far this season is their defensive record. It was incredible at the start. I'm sure Ryan will say the same. They have an incredibly defensive record, and then people start saying, yeah, well, but you can't score and you're not attacking very much. It's pretty hard to do everything brilliantly well if you're our type of team. They've found a bit more balance now. They've certainly scored goals. They've not lost that defensive security. That's why they are where they are. They've got a really hard-working team. They've got different ways to score goals, and they're fully in the mix. Since Ryan's gone in, I imagine they've picked up as many points as quite a lot of teams in the division. They'll be pretty pleased with the way they've started, of course. For us, that is not much of a concern. It's about what we can do and what we can build on. Some of our recent away performances have certainly been better. To go to Rotherham, we should have won the game. We got the draw. We go to Bristol. We're pretty dominant and get the win. And then we go to Birmingham, and I feel like we should have also won the game. It's a good period for us. We want to build on that before the international break. People say you want to get good results before the international break. Yeah, so do Preston. It is what it is. I'm sure either us is going to be fairly happy, or one of us is going to be pretty unhappy, and the other is going to be happy. That's the way it is. We'll go there ready to work incredibly hard to see if we can get a result. What will that result be? Early prediction. Could it be a 0-0? When's the last time we had 3 0-0s in a row? So obviously we did that at Birmingham. We did that at home to Hull, despite the onslaught and going down to 10 men. And you've just heard that Preston don't score, and they don't concede. So are we looking at another 0-0? Answers in the comments. When was the last time we done 3 0-0s in a row? Have we ever done it? And that wouldn't surprise me. And it also wouldn't surprise me if it was 1-0 to them. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We shall see. We shall see. Obviously, our last away result, the Birmingham game, was our first clean sheet away from home this season. So definitely we are improving. We are improving. We got our first win against Bristol. We got our first clean sheet against Birmingham. Can we get our first win and clean sheet against Preston North End? Now that would be good. A 1-0 away win against Preston North End. That would be very good. So we shall see. Obviously the players are training for this game. You can see there Charlie Cresswell with a beautiful shiner there. They put up a load of pictures of the training that's going on. And here we go. So we're going to scroll through them all. There is Tyler Burry sporting a new haircut there. Interesting stuff. As you can see, there's Ryan Leonard back into the fold, doing player versus player training, not just fitness work. So there you go. Interesting stuff there. And we finished back where we started with Charlie Cresswell and his shiner. Now the geezer who did that is stupid in hand with his stupid tackle. They appealed it, and the appeal was rejected. He will miss 3 games. He's already missed a game. Going to miss another 2. So there you have it. The whatever it's called, violent conduct, was upheld. It wasn't considered accidental. So there you have it. I'm going to move on now to this from millfc.co.uk. Advertising half-season tickets. They are already on sale. They're on sale right now as you are watching this. So half-season tickets for the 22-23 campaign are on sale, starting from the visit of Bristol City on 29th of December. Half-season tickets make for the perfect Christmas present for the Lions supporters in your life. You'll receive all the same benefits as regular season ticket holders, including priority purchase periods for away games and high-demand cup or playoff fixtures, entry into a monthly prize draw, and more. If you are a member and looking at making a jump, take advantage of a £20 discount for adults and £10 for junior Lions. Yes, so here's the prices here. A bit hefty, but that is for 13 home games, I'm guessing, half a season. And here's all the stuff that you get. So there you go. And like they say, if you are a believer, if you are an optimist, if you are of the mindset that it is a possibility that we could get into the playoffs by the end of the season, then, and if you haven't got a half season ticket or you haven't got a membership yet, you should be getting one. Because if you want to get a ticket to that game, to the playoff home game or the away game, or even the playoff final if we get there, you'll definitely need a membership, or you'll definitely need a half season to get a ticket. Not only that, depending, they might, if it's a high profile fixture, they might restrict it just to season ticket members and let them buy maybe an extra one or extra two for guests, and then not put the tickets on general sale, which is what happened to, I believe, the Old Trafford semi-final way back in the day. That's why there was a massive empty part of the ground, but it is what it is. That's what they had to do. That's what Theo did at the time. And a lot of people disagree with that, but that's what happened. Now, if you are of the mindset that we're shit and Gary Rowett doesn't know how to set the team up to score, then don't worry about it and just crack on. But half season tickets are now on sale. Talking of tickets on sale, now the other day I told you that Sunderland versus Millwall tickets are on sale Saturday the 3rd of December. And some eagle-eyed people, because obviously these tickets went on sale before, because the game was supposed to take place on the Saturday of the Queen's funeral, and it was cancelled. So, tickets were sold before. Now, the people who bought those tickets saw the tickets that, because all the tickets are cancelled and you had to get a refund. You sometimes, when events get postponed, they say, okay, keep your tickets, they'll be valid for the rearranged fixture. No, not in this case. They refunded everyone. If you bought it in person in cash, you had to go down there and get a refund. Now, some eagle-eyed people noticed that there was a price difference between the price of the tickets before and the price of the tickets now. And guess, well, it was more expensive because otherwise they wouldn't have fucking said anything. But you can see here where the asterisk goes here. Please note that the above prices are amended from ones detailed when this article was originally published, when I told you about it. This is due to an error on Sunderland's part, which has now been corrected. Any supporter who purchased tickets at a higher price will have the difference automatically refunded to them. Please note refunds can take up to 5 working days to show in bank accounts. So what has gone on here then? What has gone on here? So Sunderland put an extra, I think it was £3 on the ticket prices. May have been more than that. Why did they do that? Was that a genuine accident, or were they trying to recoup some of the costs of the administration costs of refunding everyone for these tickets and then reprinting the tickets and then sending the tickets back out and stuff like that? A bit naughty of them if they were trying to do that, but I mean, what can you do? What can you do? And obviously, I don't know, someone pointed that out. We all didn't notice it at the time because obviously they just put the thing on their website. But the fans definitely noticed and they moaned about it. And they all, I guess, got it corrected. So there you have it. And tickets are now on sale to members from 9:30 a.m. on Friday. So tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. if you're a member and you want a ticket to this game, which is on the 3rd of December, it's the first game, competitive game back from the break, which starts on Saturday at 5 p.m. Yeah, you've got to buy your ticket tomorrow probably, innit? Because they will definitely probably sell out. No, I'm not too sure actually. I doubt. Maybe they won't, because they've only got 1,955 tickets. And the coach travel is 4 a.m. now. They've changed that. It said 4:30 a.m. the other day. Well, I hope they fucking told people about that as well. In the video I made the other day, I swear to fucking God it said 4:30 a.m. So someone's gonna get there at fucking 4:30 and find their coach is fucking gone. What the fuck is going on here? Jesus. So yeah, there you go. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.